Thanks for all our distinguished guests coming on out today. We have a couple of great announcements to make. I want to announce a few guests. Actually, we'll start with the dais up here. Kevin Bannon, who is the Executive Director, Mercer County Park and Rec Department, Park Commission, excuse me. We have the County Executive, Brian Hughes, Thunder President, Joe Finley, New York Yankees Chief Operating Officer, Lon Trost, New York Yankees Senior VP General Manager, Brian Cashman, Thunder Manager, Tony Franklin, and Felix Lopez, the Executive VP and Chief International Officer of the New York Yankees. Also, Mark Newman is here as well as a Senior VP of Baseball Ops. Some other guests in the room. Stump Merrill's in the back of the room, former Thunder manager, former New York Yankee manager. Thanks for coming on out and being up here today, Stump. Kelly Ganges, Chief of Staff, is here for Mercer County Executive Brian Hughes. Thanks very much, Kelly, for being here. And Mercer County Freeholder John Cimino in the room. John, thanks for coming. Thanks very much for coming today as well. Also, Bob Brunetti, the president of the Mercer County Chamber of Commerce, Mercer Regional Chamber of Commerce, and Peter Crowley as well, Princeton Regional Chamber, if he's still here as well. Yes, Peter's here as well, too. So thanks, everybody, for coming out. All our sponsors and clients and invited guests and suite holders, thanks very much for taking time out of your day. We're sorry we got a little delayed on our start here, but we're ready to go now. So without further ado, actually, I'm going to bring up Thunder President Joe Finley to make an announcement that we're here to talk about today.
Thanks, Will. Appreciate that. You know, you forgot to mention Joe Crusoe, my partner, one of your bosses too. So it's not a good thing to Joe. Joe, where are you? Joe's in the back, helping himself to the food. So, it's that old book, How to Make Friends and Influence People. Well, that's okay. You're a young guy. Right, Mark? These young guys will figure it out at some point. I do want to, I'm just kidding around, Will, of course. It's, before we get to the business of the day, I just wanted to, thank some groups and organizations who are very responsible for making this day and a lot of days over the 19 years a reality. One, beginning with, is the Thunder front office staff. I think we have the hardest working, greatest group of people in all of minor league baseball who night in and night out make it a wonderful experience to come out here to Waterfront Park. So I just wanted to recognize Will and Eric Lipsman has been with us all 19 years, and Patience I see back there, and Ryan, everyone else. So if everyone would just join me in a little round of applause for our front office staff, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. And these days, people always ask, you know, what does it take to make a successful minor league business? And it starts with our public partner in Mercer County, and that is the Mercer County Freeholder Board, working hand in hand with County Executive Brian Hughes, Kevin Bannon, head of the Parks Commission, Kelly Ganges, Chief of Staff. We couldn't have a better public partner. And everything that is done, if you go down to our concourse, we have a brand new sealed concourse. This ballpark is 19 years old. It looks brand new. And we couldn't have a better partner than Mercer County. So Brian and Kevin and Kelly, I thank you for everything you do here and making our job a lot easier as well. So thank you for that. And before we get to the business with the Yankees, the last group of people I'd like to thank are our fans and our corporate partners. For the last 19 years, there are a lot of people who said that baseball would never work in Trenton, New Jersey, in Mercer County, in central New Jersey, in the entire state. And the fans, year in and year out, have come and supported us. The corporate community has been behind us since day one. I know some of our 19-year partners are here. Church and Dwight is here all 19 years. Verizon Wireless, A1 Limo, others. And it's the corporate community who's gotten behind us and allows us to maintain our affordable pricing, whether it be for tickets or parking or food and beverage. So I wanted to thank everyone in the corporate community and thank our fans for coming in and day out and supporting our franchise. So thank you for that. And now I want to welcome the New York Yankees to Trenton. Lon Trost, Brian Cashman, Tony Franklin, Felix Lopez, Mark Newman. We couldn't have a better Major League affiliate. I'm just going to digress a little bit personally. When Joe Crusoe and Joe Plumeri and I got in this business, it was a Detroit Tigers affiliate. Some of you are probably around to remember that. And we thought, boy, wouldn't it be great one day to have the Yankees here? You know, and for those of us who grew up in the area and I had a father who came to this country, and he used to tell me about, my dad would have been 88, seeing, when he came to this country, he came to Philadelphia, and he was an A's fan, but then he said he would go to the park and see the Lou Gehrig's of the world, the Babe Ruth, was old enough to remember those guys, and then having 4 older brothers, and all I would hear about is Mickey Mantle. And I was a Thurman fan, and so it's always special to be in the baseball business, and we count our blessings every day about how lucky we are, but to be part of the Yankee family, to me, Joe Caruso, my partner Joe Plumeri, even if you're not a Yankee fan, there's just something about the New York Yankees. It's a piece of Americana. It's an iconic franchise. It's the most famous sports franchise in all the world. And we're just lucky and thankful to be part of the Yankee family. So thank you, gentlemen, for that. And so without further ado, I like Joe Caruso. You want to come on up here? Good. Joe wasn't expecting this, but we're here to announce an 8-year extension with the New York Yankees. They keep their AA franchise in Trenton, New Jersey through 2022. Joe's a little surprised because when we did this deal originally back in 2002, Joe Plumeri was up here to sign that agreement. I did it last time, so Joe, I guess you're the trifecta here. So Joe likes to remain in the background, not that far in the background, Will, but in the background. But you want to come up? Lon or Brian, I don't know if you want to.
We'll let you sign it.
Okay. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's the world's best pen.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
You have your one.
Yes, we have one. Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you very much. We're going to have a few more guests speak today, and then there'll be certainly a question and answer period and breakouts with the media. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry, there were 2 little people here. This is Eve Finley, Grace Finley. My lovely wife Noelle is here as well somewhere. So thanks. Here you are, hon. Thanks for coming out today. We're missing somebody though.
Actually, we wanted to have Lon just say a couple of words just about the partnership here, and Brian as well, and of course Brian Hughes to follow soon too.
Thank you. Let me start off by saying we are all disappointed that the governor could not be here. I understand he had some other engagement. In deference to him, I want to mention Joe and Joe right up front, so I can't be accused of forgetting why I'm here. Joe mentioned the thrill of being part of the Yankees. I've been involved with the Yankees, believe it or not, since 1964 when I was selling popcorn and ice cream and hot chocolate in the grandstand. But over that period of time, I can tell you that there's a proprietary interest that every employee takes working for the Yankees. Why, how, I can't tell you. But it's not only our fan base, it's our employees, it's our minor league system, it's those who are running and operating our system. And there's no truth to the fact that we are here only because I live in Jersey and Trenton is a little bit from my home. But there is certainly truth to the fact that I was sick and tired of seeing the Red Sox down here. We are very fortunate to have a facility such as this. We're fortunate to have ownership such as this. We're fortunate to have Mark allow the players to come up and Felix to push them forward. Without Trenton, we wouldn't have players such as our second baseman, who, if I recall, the papers wrote that he could field but he can't hit. Seems to me he can do both pretty well. And there are a number of players we have down here that next stop may be Scranton, but it may be right up to the big leagues. We're very fortunate. We're thrilled to be able to be in a position to extend our relationship for more than 4 years and more than 8 years, but we'll be here for a long, long time. And as long as things in Trenton want us, we're here. So again, thank you, and it's a thrill being here.
Thanks very much, Lon. Mr. Executive, Brian Hughes.
Thank you very much. I just want to say that I have a little allergy today, but I want to say that on behalf of Freeholder Semino and myself, this was just a great surprise to us, but also something that we take great pride in. We work very hard to make this facility one of the very best it can be. We work hard with the ball club to make sure they have everything they need. We really try to work and do our very best to make this a facility what it needs to be. But in these days of, this wasn't any big wheeling and dealing. We didn't guarantee any more parking or any extra financing. This came about because of some of the things that have been said before. We have a good facility. We run a very, very tight ship. We do have a fantastic staff here. From the minute you drive through, and I've done it several times with my family, from the minute you drive through and park your car, you feel welcome at Thunder Stadium, and we want that to continue. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks very much, Mr. Hughes. Mr. Cashman, please say a couple words on behalf of the partnership as well. Thanks.
Well, it says a lot when you sign an extension, longer than one of your most important players. We gave CC a 7-year deal. So I think it's a statement in itself about how long we want to be here in Trenton. I mean, I've taken my kids here. They have a blast. This is a family-oriented place. It's safe. It's fun. I can't, say enough about how great an operation, Joe Finley, Joe Caruso, Joe Plumeri run. It's a spectacular place. I think it's the best minor league situation, that I've ever experienced. And everybody here should be very proud of it, from the community to the people that are owning it, people that they hire to run it. And we're proud to be, comfortable, more than comfortable, sending our assets, our prized possessions through Trenton as they try to find their way all the way to New York. And so we're excited. I mean, when we came here, this was a marriage made in heaven. There's so many Yankee fans down here that we've tapped into that were here before we got here. And so it was a perfect setup. And as I said, I think it says a lot that, this is the biggest commitment we've made, not financial, but in terms of a commitment, in terms of a relationship that we have on the books right now. And we're very proud of that. And thank you for having us.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks very much, Brian. All the comments, we're going to take some questions at the end. I did want to make, there's one more announcement that we had to make as well. There was another reason to hold the press conference today, something that lined up nicely with it as well. You notice Mr. Tony Franklin's up here today. We're actually here today to also announce that Tony Franklin's been named the 2012 Eastern League Manager of the Year. We thought it would be incredibly poignant for him to be a part of this as well, and for us to announce this during what is really the relationship between the player development department, the Trenton Thunder, the New York Yankees, and obviously the job that Mr. Franklin does on the field is a huge part of that relationship as well. So Tony was chosen by his peers, which were the Eastern League managers, media and broadcasters of the league. This is his sixth season with the Trenton Thunder. He's won 2 Eastern League championships, 2007 and 2008. He's up to 1,047 career wins. He got his 1,000th here earlier this year, made some news, made some headlines on June 2nd when he got his 1,000th win here. And currently we're 77-60 with 5 games to go. And in first place, which means the playoffs will be here next year at Waterfront Park. Next week at Waterfront Park. It's a little plug as well. We haven't found out if we're going to finish first or second, but it's looking pretty good. So stay tuned to the website. But playoffs will be here next week. Last Thunder home game of the season tonight. We finished with 4 on the road. And then we'll be back next week to play a little bit more baseball. So I have an award. Mr. Tony Franklin, 2012 Eastern League Manager of the Year. Please come up and say a couple of words. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Big box. My goodness.
It's very important and valuable.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's important and valuable. And I stand here and I humbly accept this. This is a really, really nice honor. But, awards like these don't happen just by me being out there. There are a lot of people that go in to help guys receive these awards. And if you allow me just a chance to identify a few guys that really, really do everything for me. They don't allow me to do much of anything else. It's my coaching staff who are in the back. My pitching coach, Tommy Phelps. Coach of everything, Luis Durante. And our hitting coach extraordinaire, because we have hit like crazy. I think we're third in home runs in the minor leagues this year, Tommy Slater. Thank you guys. Thank you tremendously. Tireless workers, well experienced, very passionate about what they do, and one of the biggest reasons why I get to stand up here and accept all these accolades. And of course, the people and the guys who make it all possible are the players that you see out there every single night. These guys have played tremendously well for us, and I can't say enough about how they played this season, and I know that they'll continue to do it and uphold the Yankee tradition. So thank you very much. I certainly appreciate it.
Well deserved. That was the second announcement that we had to make. There are no further announcements, but thanks very much for Tony for being a part of it. Thanks for the coaching staff. I know you guys are all ready to go and get ready for tonight's games, but thanks very much for coming up and being part of it as well.